Consider Cooper's assertion that children are natural visual learners. They have been absorbing information visually since birth. However, it takes more than just opening your eyes to make sense of what you are seeing, especially when what you are seeing is a picture, not an object or person. Cooper explains, to interpret a picture, a child must identify the different elements, recognize corresponding real-life correlates, and then use language skills to attach a label to the entire picture. A real-life example of visual literacy begins with this picture. This is me pregnant with my daughter. Recently, my now 3-year-old girl and I were looking through photos when we came across this picture. When my daughter wanted to know where she was in the picture, I explained that she was in my tummy. I then watched as she made sense of the photo. Mommy's tummy is big. She's identifying the element, and when you eat, your tummy gets bigger, the real-life correlate. She looked at me aghast. Mommy, you ate me! She then paused and followed up with, did I taste good? Not quite the label I was expecting. As we continued to look at the photo, we discussed how babies grow. Continuing this example, she couldn't wait to show this picture to her older brother so she could explain how she was in Mommy's tummy growing before she was born. Having access to the visual helped her in telling what she had learned that day. This use of visuals in explaining what she had learned parallels Cooper's experience with the second-grade researchers. They looked at photos to see what they could infer and then drew pictures to explain what they learned to others. Cooper said that the second-grade visual research exercise was a particularly empowering assignment for the children who were not good readers and writers, because they could participate fully and even excel. Indeed, my pre-literate 3-year-old felt empowered as she used the picture as an aid to demonstrating learning. And there's more! Her mommy's friend is about to have a baby. When we saw her big belly, my little girl pointed out the baby. The photo had done its job in 1. Making the connection between the photo and real life, 2. Springboarding into a learning experience about babies, and 3. Connecting a real-life experience back to the visual. The experience with my daughter also illustrates several of the textbook's purposes of visuals. 1. To provide a concrete reference, the baby's in the tummy. 2. To motivate learners wanting to discuss the photo. 3. To repeat information, looking at the picture as we discussed. And 4. To recall prior learning, sharing the photo with her older brothers. Students simply learn better when visuals are involved. Content can be communicated more easily and effectively with visuals. As a teacher, you want to convey your message in such a way that students expend little effort making sense out of what they are seeing and are free to use most of their mental effort for understanding the message itself, says our textbook. When a picture is worth 1,000 words, we must make sure that we have the right picture. This is where we can really shine as we work with our teachers. We vet images just as we do our books and databases. In my library, I intend to have a regular rotation of pictures and comics. I want to see what conversations and teaching moments these images create. I will also display student work so that my students will see that they are inspiring and knowledgeable, just like Cooper's second graders. I also want to use visual-based games such as Pictionary to teach lessons about visual literacy. What has been your most effective visual aid or visual literacy lesson?